My dear brothers and sisters, we're going to be making a juice for these times to enliven ourselves, to start our pulsation and reverberation. It's so necessary to become as lively and as pulsating and as streaming as possible, because out there a very, very different tune is being played. Just pick up the front page of any newspaper, as is all too tragically evident. So let's enliven ourselves as best we can. So we're going to start. We're going to start with we're going to make a special juice of tomatoes, apples, grapes, and cucumber. So let's start with these wonderful California beefsteak tomatoes. And let's start right here. Yeah. So let's get this going. Look how gorgeous these fruits are. Let's put this in the blender, in the juicer. We've made a gorgeous tomato juice. We'll put that in the blender. And now let's follow that with some heirloom historic apples. These are Jonathan apples grown in Sebastopol, a center of apple growing for the last 150 years here in California. So, Jonathan apples. Heirloom historic apple juice. Now, let's do a bit of grape juice. a few more grapes. So, grape juice. And now we're going to juice an Armenian cucumber. This is grown by Full Belly Farm here in California, one of the finest of organic farms. In the past, we've had not a few interviews with Judith, who is one of the founders and principals of the farm, a magnificent farmer, among the very, very best, Judith Redman. So here we go. We're going to do the cucumber. So there we go. So here, filled with vibrancy and aliveness, we have a tomato, a tomato, apple, grape, and cucumber juice. And now, let's supercharge it. Let's supercharge. How are we going to accomplish that? We'll supercharge the juice first with dinosaur kale, grown locally, of course. Bit of dinosaur kale. Okay. We've added the dinosaur kale, and now you've guessed it, but of course, how about some magnificent Italian parsley? We'll put some of that in, and we'll give it a whirl. And now, isn't this an extraordinary celery? It's almost as though it wishes to walk out the door. It is living, alive, and pulsating. So some celery, but of course, okay. There we go. And there, my sweet, charming, and delightful brothers and sisters, here we have it. We have a tomato, apple, grape, and cucumber juice enlivened with kale, parsley, and celery, all grown right here in California. So tasting is believing. And I want to drink to your good health and well-being. We've got to go forward in these times. The headlines in the newspapers have been speaking about war, about nuclear war. This would be an unspeakable tragedy, let us all agree. We have to exemplify life in everything we do. So please, please, right now, get back to this American earth. Plant your victory garden. Plant your community garden. Plant your edible schoolyard. And if you live in an apartment, start your trays of wheatgrass and of sunflower sprouts and of broccoli sprouts and of radish sprouts. You can do it all. You could do it all, and if you're sprouting, it only takes a south-facing window with a little sunlight coming in, and you're all set. So let's exemplify aliveness. The word is, there are the 3 R's: renewal, regeneration, and redemption. Thank you for permitting me to share with you. Let us go forward.